Thank you for clicking on this video, and as the title says, we are going to be testing all natural matte lipsticks, and I'm super excited to be doing this. I know matte lipsticks are not quite as in as they were a little while ago. We're heading more back towards the glossy and even lip oils kind of route to the very shiny and glossy look. However, I am still quite fond of a good, bold matte lip. And so I hope that you guys also are, and that you will enjoy this video and seeing how different companies' lipsticks compare. And we're going to be testing them on opacity. How many layers does it take to get to a full lip? Also testing out if it will last all day. However many hours I do today, I will be doing for all of the other colors, and we will be seeing if I need to reapply or how many times I need to reapply, and testing it on that as well. We'll also be testing it on lip transfers and whether or not I need to use a lip brush to apply it and have it look proper. So those are the 4 things we'll be testing these lipsticks on, so stick around. And how many times am I going to say test in this video? We're going to be having some little clips of like blog stuff as I check in throughout the day if I need to reapply. So hopefully this is fun for you guys, and I'm looking forward to really putting these to, you know what I'm going to say. So this first one is by reapplications. I'm having trouble speaking. I'm adding this into the category of mattes because it says on their website that these are a semi-matte, and I have noticed that they wear a little bit better than a standard lipstick. On this individual lipstick as well, specified that it's kind of a semi-matte, and you'll have to look at other ones that say shimmers or glosses, or their lip sheers obviously are in a different category. So enough blabbering. Let's see what we have to do with this one. And I'm gonna do my little lip trick. It's going on pretty sheer. I am wearing a little bit of I had chapstick on. I'm gonna kind of blot that away real quick because it might be a little bit too hydrated. It's going on a little bit better. Let's see. Okay, first layer is definitely kind of sheer. I also did not do that well. Part of this is just because I do have very pigmented, red pigmented lips naturally, so I really like opaque lipsticks because sheer ones are just gonna look like my natural lip color with like a little bit of a tint, and even kind of normal lipsticks. So really opaque is usually the way I like to go. So it does, however, not feel so like, it feels dry enough to where I don't need to pat it dry. That is the second layer. I think that's looking pretty good. It's still looking a little bit brown red tinted because of my lips, but it's definitely a green lip. I'm not sure it's quite to my level of opacity just yet, and it does look like we will need a lip brush to really clean up this very dark color. I lined. I think that looks pretty decent. And we're gonna do one last swipe. Give it the old smackaroo, and I think there we have it. This is a 3-layer lipstick to full opacity. You can definitely tell it is a dark blackened green. And there you have it. It feels good, it feels matte, and it feels in place, but without being really drying. I've heard that as a complaint for matte lipsticks is that it's very drying to the lips. But I will tell you, I have not had that happen with natural lipsticks, and I think that's just because the ingredients are natural and therefore better for your body to absorb the nutrients, and there are actually nutrients in it instead of just being stuff to like put on your face. The ingredients are very intentional in natural products. And so I have not noticed any of them dry out my lips before. So that being said, I think that does attribute to how much this will transfer, as well as how it is going to wear throughout the day. So I am going to give it a quick blot. I think that's only fair, since that's typically what you do with lipstick anyways. Here we go, we're just gonna do the good old kiss transfer. We have a very, very faint, like khaki green transfer. Like I can't even hardly see that. And you can see how it comes off on the tissue as well. Pretty faint, so pretty damn good transfer. And yeah, so now we're just gonna see how it wears throughout the day. Hey guys, so I am cozied up and editing a video right now. I basically just had lunch and a drink. So this is how it's wearing. It's actually like stayed in place pretty good. It's not a harsh thing where it all kind of just came off. Now I was being generally careful about eating just to make sure that I wasn't, I was eating normally, but just like, you know, opening your mouth a little bit more so that you're not like pushing food against your lips directly quite so much. But other than just being like slightly cautious, I would say I'm pretty impressed. You can tell that there's definitely a little wearing on the top lip and around the edges, because I'm still kind of drinking right now, so I don't know if it's bad enough to where I feel like I need to reply immediately. So let's just actually, we'll skip this reapplication after lunch and we'll just see how it continues to wear into the afternoon. Okay. See you in a sec. All right, it is almost 3 in the afternoon and this is how we are looking currently. You can definitely still tell that it is a dark green lip, but it's kind of looking like it lost that third layer. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a blot and reapply. The blot is just to get off like oils from my eating and drinking. So I had a snack and also finished my drink in that time frame. So it definitely looks like a quick reapplication is all that it needed, and that is the first reapplication of the day. Alrighty guys, so it has been 8 hours with the chrysalis and 1 reapplication. It is 7 o'clock at night. You can tell we're looking pretty ratchet here. It's worn off quite a lot. But it is the end of the day, so instead of reapplying, I'm just gonna take it off. And yeah, so I guess that is 1 reapplication. 2 depending on like how much you like. It was a little bit worn right before I had dinner, but then I was gonna have dinner anyways, so 1 to 2 reapplications for a full 8-hour day, and that's the end of it. I will see you in the next lipstick. All right, so this next one comes with its own lip brush. It is a liquid matte lipstick by the All Natural Face. Their black cherry color. And there's a short video on it on my IGTV. Pretty sure it's only gonna take one layer, but we'll test that right now. The one thing that I mentioned before that I really liked about this one is that it is super, super buttery smooth. Yeah. So it is super, super smooth. That was one layer. You just have to be very careful drawing it on. It is just like painting. Oh, and make sure you let it dry completely before doing anything to it. It dries to like a velvet matte finish. And that was just one layer. You can see it is quite opaque, quite pigmented, and absolutely nothing. Then we're just gonna see how it wears in the next 8 hours. All right, so I had a pretty messy PB&J for lunch, and you can definitely tell the sandwich was a bit rough on it. My lips are closed. You really can't tell. Held up pretty well, but definitely just on the inner rim of the lips. So we're gonna touch that up and say first reapplication. Easy peasy. Hello. It is, but it's been 8 hours since I first applied this lipstick today. We're looking a little rough, but actually not too bad. Like, this is after dinner, after I've been drinking for several hours, so since the second application. Really quite impressive. Hello Dove, and welcome to the second to last lipstick for this video, and we are going to be testing out 100% Pure's Cocoa Butter Matte Lipstick. I don't think I've actually talked about this lipstick on this channel at all, but I was very impressed with it from the beginning. So we're just gonna see how it actually, and track how it actually performs throughout the day and through application. As you can see, this is incredibly pigmented. Because of the bullet tube, I don't really need a lip brush to clean up lines, although you certainly could, but it doesn't really seem to be necessary. So it's a little bit of one after blotting. You can definitely see that on the hand. The transfer is not too bad. Obviously with normal lipsticks, you have like one that aren't filled with chemicals to make them last like forever and be waterproof and all that jazz. With natural products, you can't really quite get to that level of transfer free, which is why I'm testing these, so that if you want to prioritize natural beauty, you can know what company to go to get different benefits for different lipsticks. But also if you're specifically looking for long wear or lack of transfer, what companies would be best for you and which one of these lipsticks is going to win this face-off as far as these matte lipstick qualities. Yeah, I think that's about it. So let's see how it wears throughout the day. All right guys, so it has been several hours, maybe about 5 or 6 hours, and I'm about to have dinner. But I just wanted to show that, like, with this one, I haven't really noticed any difference. Like, you can tell there's not like a layer of lipstick. There's definitely some left on there. My lips are feeling a little bit dry, so I was thinking about reapplying, but it was not too bad. And the thing that I think really works for this lipstick is that it is so pigmented that even where it starts to wear off, it leaves behind a little bit of a stain, and so it makes it not as noticeable when it starts to wear off. So I would say that that's pretty impressive as far as wear and how it looks. I will check in after dinner. All right, guys, so it is post-dinner. I think you can see what I mean. It's clearly all worn off, but like it's still, or at least a lot of it has worn off, but you don't notice it as much because of how pigmented it is and how it kind of stains the lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and reapply. There we go. So now we're back to that full, bright, opaque, cool toned color. And I think that, like a good hair color, it just wears well. Like, it fades well, if that makes sense. Okay. All right, so I will see you before bed in a few hours. All right, guys, it has been a full 8-hour day, and as you can see, it still looks really good. I do seem to notice a theme of one reapplication after like your biggest meal of the day. So I will see you in the last lipstick that we're going to be testing out from Silk Naturals. Okay, guys, it is the last lipstick that we are going to be testing today in this face-off video. And we have the one from Silk Naturals. It is their Velvet Matte Lipstick line. I'm gonna do my little lip trick again. So we have kind of like a wash of color here, and you can definitely tell that the glitter is there, and it's kind of just pushing the glitter around a little bit. This might be a common problem with glitter lipsticks because it is a very different consistency to work with. So we're going to give a quick blot in between the layers. So that is 2 layers. I think that's pretty opaque. I think because of the glitter, it has to be in a sheer lipstick base so that the glitter just doesn't get covered. Now we're at full opacity. It looks like a black shimmer lipstick. I definitely want to take in a lip brush just to clean up those lines. I am aware that opacity is going to differ between the different colors, so that's just something to keep in mind as well. Also, I am aware that my lips are lopsided. I always try to correct that with lipstick, but do not always succeed. It definitely doesn't feel like dry like the other ones. The other ones definitely felt more matte, more dry. So a quick blot and transfer test. A little bit of black and a little bit of glitter. Let's see how the next 8 hours go. Hey Dove, so I have just had lunch and as you can see, it's not horrible. You still get like the thing, but there's just like some wear. You get the idea that it's a black glitter lipstick, but there's definitely wear like down to one layer on the top lip and then just around the inner rim of the mouth. So we're going to reapply. And I've noticed with the glitter, it's much easier to kind of do small like pats, dots like that. If I just took it and drug it across, there's so much glitter in there, it's going to like drag it off of my lips rather than adding more color onto it. So that might be a tip that's useful for any other glitter lipsticks that you guys might have or might find in the future. Hopefully there will be more natural ones to come because I absolutely adore it. I will see you after dinner. All right, so this is post dinner. I am actually moderately impressed. It's worn off on like the inside of the lips, but it does not look that different. So pretty dang impressed with that. I also drank like a container of juice. So my day is up. So wrap up this video and announce which one of the 4 lipsticks that we've seen performs the best as a matte lipstick. So the first lipstick that we had was Rituel de Fils Chrysalis Dark Green Lipstick, and it was 3 layers to full opacity. It did require a lip brush to get a nice clean line, and I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 stars for a lip transfer. It was pretty good. And then it required 1 reapplication. Now, all of these lipsticks have required 1 application to get me through a full day and through like a major meal. The second one we tried was from the All Natural Face. It was their Black Cherry Liquid Lipstick. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars for transfer because there was no transfer. It did not require a lip brush because it is a liquid lipstick, and it only took 1 layer to get it to full opacity. So that one is definitely the top runner. Now, the next one we had was from 100% Pure. That one took, also did not require a lip brush, took 1 layer to get to full opacity. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars for transfer, and again, only needed 1 reapplication throughout the day. Today's lipstick has been a little bit more tricky. I did have to reapply after lunch. It did require a lip brush, and it took 3 layers to get to full opacity. I want to say first that I absolutely adore each of these lipsticks. As a lipstick, the purpose of this video was to point out which lipstick works best for the purposes of matte long wear lipstick. Obviously, it could have nothing to do with long wear. That's just kind of an inference I made on my own, but I felt like that was kind of the purpose of matte lipstick, is to last longer. It doesn't have that gloss, it doesn't have that moisturizing factor that makes it transfer to other things and just rub off throughout the day. So I feel like that's an important thing with a matte lipstick. Again, I want to say that I love each of these lipsticks for their own reasons and for their own uses, but as far as a high-functioning matte lipstick, neither the All Natural Face nor the 100% Pure required a lip brush. So there we have it, those 2 are at the top. What are the other categories? Transfers. The All Natural Face had 5 stars for transfers. The 100% Pure had a 3 stars for transfers. So what we're comparing between the 2 is 3 out of 5 stars versus 5 out of 5 stars for transfer. and how it wore throughout the day. This could absolutely just be the color. However, I feel that because the 100% pure left behind a stain, as it wore off, it was hardly noticeable. You didn't notice pieces missing or it settling into cracks in your lips because it just kind of stained the whole thing. So I might have to do a separate video testing natural lipsticks against liquid lipsticks, sorry, against each other to really give that a full, sturdy, challenging test. I think because of the stain on the 100% pure one, even though there's a little bit of transfer, it has the longest wear because even when it wears off, you don't have to worry about it looking weird. So I think that means 100% pure wins this round and this episode of Face-Off testing matte lipsticks. If the All Natural Face were to make more colors in their natural liquid lipstick, I would absolutely get more of it. I do have another one in the light pink that they have. I have too many brown lipsticks as it is, so I don't have that one. They have a chocolate color as well. But 100% Pure has a whole line of matte lipsticks in gorgeous colors. So I will put the link to that down below because they won this round. Wearability and how it fades throughout the day has really been the one that kind of broke the tie that we were facing there. But yeah, I guess decide for yourself what would be more important to you in a lipstick. Comment down below if you have a different opinion on what should have won this episode. Absolutely tell me that. I want to know your guys' perspective as well. And for me, congratulations to 100% Pure and the formula that you made for your matte lipsticks. And guys, make sure that you hit the like on this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and it took me about a week to do so that I could do all the different makeup looks and really test them throughout an entire day. And also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content like this, if you want to be looking out for further Face-Off episodes in the future. We are going to most likely be trying a liquid lipstick one because now I'm really curious to see how different companies will function for liquid lipsticks. All right, thank you so much for being here and for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.